About set for baseball now on the show as we welcome you to Yankee Stadium here in the Bronx. Today, it's the second of this three-game series between the Oakland A's and the New York Yankees. Yankee baseball starts now. Luis Severino, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Thanks, Matty. Luis Severino, big arm, 97 to 100 miles an hour. Bounce between the rotation and the bullpen. Good hard slider. His changeup's getting better. The true definition of an ace.
In now, Matt Chapman. He will lead this one off today. First pitch on its way. And we are underway this afternoon as the first pitch is over for a called strike one. Well, this Yankee ball club entering play this afternoon here. They've been fairly punchless of late, losing last time out and, in fact, dropping 6 of their last 7.
Yeah, Matty, they lost last game only by 1 run. Those are the tough ones. But I'm sure they've looked at the film, made a few adjustments, and let's see if they can give a better effort today.
Fastball swung on and missed, and the leadoff man has gone on strikes to start the afternoon. And here's a shot of the Athletics starting lineup for this one. Dero, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
Matty, this team has high batting averages up and down the lineup. Just great approaches, consistent ABs from top to bottom, and that's the reason they've been so successful this year.
So now it's Mark Canha. Previous history with Luis Severino. He's a .333 hitter. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a fastball runs inside and drills him. Oh, that's gotta hurt.
Man, not sure if he was trying to send a message early in the game or what, but I sure hope this doesn't carry over to the rest of the game. Sometimes things like this early in the game really sets the tone for problems later, but I hope that's not the case.
Here's Jed Lowry now as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. Canha leads off first with 1 away. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Decided to go with a fastball there on 0-2, but what he's trying to do with that pitch is to expand the strike zone. Maybe you get a guy to offer at it, but at the very least, it helps set up your off-speed stuff.
The 1-2. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. Reyes has it. There's 1. The relay not in time as he beats the throw by a step.
Batting fourth, the designated hitter, Chris Davis.
Here's Chris Davis now. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Here comes the first pitch. Oh, wild pitch, but the catcher is able to knock it down. And no advance. It's ball 1. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is James Kingsley.
Hey, Dero, James Kingsley's a pretty good umpire. He doesn't get too excited, keeps things under emotions. He's a pretty good ball and strike umpire.
Yeah, James Kingsley will never show you up, and he's always approachable.
The 1-0. Is in there for strike 1. 2 out with the man at first. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. From the stretch. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
No reason to sit on anything other than hard stuff in a location you like and drive it right now.
And this pitch misses for ball 4. So that's going to move a runner into scoring position now with 2 away.
Batting fifth, first baseman.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. Good lead off a second there. Now the pitch. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Hit sharply on the ground. Torreyes fields it cleanly. On to first, and the A's fail to cash in here as the side is retired. A's strand a couple, and now the Bombers will get their shot. No score. Andrew Triggs will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, you can't always judge a pitcher by the numbers. I know the ERA is into the 4s coming into this start, but he's actually a pretty solid pitcher. And every once in a while, he can throw some decent games in there. It's not easy having an ERA under 4 in baseball. He's slightly over that, but this guy's a better pitcher than that ERA indicates.
Settling in now, Ronald Torreyes. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. First pitch coming, here it is. Tough slider down low for a strike. And Dan Dero, these A's, as they begin play here this afternoon, they've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
Hey, they come into game 2 of this series riding high. A huge 1-run victory yesterday, able to do the little things to put them over the top. Hopefully that leads to some momentum in game 2.
With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, I think all opposing pitchers are going to have their hands full with Brett Gardner. He's having a solid year. With runners in scoring position, he's hitting over 300. That's not outstanding or anything, but he's consistent, and that's what I love watching about this guy. His game is so consistent.
Here's Brett Gardner now. And he's carrying a batting average of just over 300, so clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Bouncer up the middle. Oh, look at Simeon. The throw to first.
Hey, that's a heck of a job by the shortstop right there for him to range, at least get to that ball and show his pitcher with a diving stop. He's willing to get dirty all day long. Wasn't able to complete the play, but the effort was there.
Stepping in, Gary Sanchez. He's seen that average climb during his 7-game hitting streak. And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. And a dive, but he's back. Here comes the first pitch. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. Triggs has become known as a guy that's tough to take deep. So many starting pitchers find themselves snake bitten by the gopher ball, but he really limits that. Gardner, base runner at first with 1 out. Throw over to the bag, and he'll get back in safely. The 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike one. Sanchez, a native of the Dominican Republic, is looking like a near lock at this point to be an all-star representing the American League. He is currently the leading vote getter at catcher.
Hey, hats off to this guy right now. It wouldn't have been my first guess if I was thinking about who was leading at this position. But you know what? He's played very well this year, and the fans certainly have taken notice.
On the ground is short. This could be two. Lowry on to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Yankees come up empty. We played an inning in the Bronx. No score here on the show. So striding forward now, Marcus Semien. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. First delivery to him on the way. And that one just missed outside. There's a strike. Sliders in for a strike.
Well, he kind of struggled through that first inning, but ended up getting out of it. Now here in the second, you know he'd love to get this leadoff guy and get off on the right foot and maybe settle into this game a bit.
And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. The 2-2. Here's a high pop-up. Bird is underneath this one, and he puts it away for the first out.
All right, boys, let's take a look at how the Yankees are setting up on defense today. And let's take a look at outfielder Aaron Hicks. Hey, some guys figure it out at 21, some guys figure it out at 30, some guys never figure it out. Aaron Hicks is one of those guys who has come into his own. He's dynamic on both sides of the plate from an offensive standpoint and has an absolute cannon in the outfield to go along with great range.
Striding in, Jonathan Lucroy. And as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. First pitch on its way. Line toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Batting in, right fielder, Stephen Piscotty.
Standing in, Stephen Piscotty. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and one away. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
Hey, there's no waiting around trying to work this guy into deep counts and get into the bullpen. This is a mid-90s fastball guy who loves that pitch and is aggressive and comes right at you. I would assume the offense is going to have a similar approach.
Here comes the 0-1. Missed with a slider. Piscotty has a history in coming through in the clutch moments, of course. It's always a little bit of a debate whether or not being clutch is actually a trait that a player possesses. But with him, there's no denying it. We've seen him deliver in big moments repeatedly throughout his career. It just seems he elevates his game somehow when the pressure is on.
Yeah, Matty, he has definitely put that debate to rest. He has absolute ice water in his veins.
No score here as we play inning number 2. Ground ball sent back up the middle. One there. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. A's go quietly there. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Here's big Aaron Judge. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game.
Aaron Judge.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Tied him up there as this is softly hit down the line. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. And the Yankees are in business here. It's a leadoff double.
Wow, he must be living right because he gets absolutely jammed. Thought we were going to see the bat splintered, but instead he muscles the ball to right for a double. Might get some heckles from his teammates, but no doubt he'll take it.
Giancarlo Stanton now comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. From the stretch. And that sinker misses at the shoe tops. Ball 1. Judge leads off second with nobody out. Sliced hard on the ground, and that's through into right field for a base hit. And they'll get it in quickly. It's first and third now with nobody out. And that certainly represents a career milestone. Hit number 1,000.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. 1,000 isn't a milestone that's going to get everyone talking, but as an individual, you have to feel pretty good about it. He'll definitely be wanting that ball for his trophy case.
Stepping up now, Didi Gregorius. And as we give you a look at his splits, he's had the better of right-handers this season, no doubt about that. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
From a hitter's perspective, you knocked a donut off your bat knowing two things. This pitcher is out on the mound looking for a strikeout or a double play, so you better set your sights at least belt high.
Behind 0-2 now. Runners at the corners here, nobody out. Grounded back up the middle. Only play is going to be at first, so that'll go as an RBI that brings home the opening marker of the ball game.
Really good team at bat right there, right? Just put the ball in play. He does just that, gets the ground ball, and brings home the first run of the game from third.
So stepping in, Greg Bird. He's ready. Now the pitch. And that's in there for strike 1. Yankees lead this 1-0 here in inning number 2. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
Hey, make a pitch right here and get out of this. Get the boys in the dugout and regroup a little bit. One run is not going to kill you.
The 0-2 pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. He pulls this one into right, but this will hang just long enough for him to run it down in shallow right for the second out.
Batting eighth, center fielder, Aaron Hicks.
Digging in, Aaron Hicks. And he comes into this one really slumping. The numbers there over the past several games, not very pretty. From the belt, the pitch. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. Tap down the line, but it gets foul. Here it comes on 0-2. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh, my goodness. More of the show. Saturday baseball after this. Up next, the speedy outfielder Dustin Fowler, and he'll start out their half of the third. Top of the order to follow. First pitch of the at-bat. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Fowler was once employed by the team he's trying to beat in this one. He was acquired via trade last year.
Yeah, guys, I always think it's interesting to play your old uniform. Maybe say hi to everybody you got accustomed to seeing when you were previously here. But then once the game starts, it's all business.
1 ball, 1 strike, the count. Hard on the ground towards short. Gregorius has it. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Now batting, third baseman, Max Chapman.
Ready for another chance? Matt Chapman. He was a strikeout victim to open up the ball game. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Just a bit jumpy that time. Swung on and missed. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, doubled up on the slider away there. Got him to go after it before, so why not see if he'll offer at it again?
It's 2-1 to the A's leadoff batter. Here now the 2-2. And he fouls this one off. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Line drive snagged on a short hop. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Oh, man, you can't hit a ball any harder than that. I mean, this ball gets on him in a heartbeat. Nice job to stay with it, though, and then make the out at first.
Into the box, Mark Canna, and maybe a little extra motivation for him here after being hit by a pitch in his first at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. And the changeup is way low that time. The 1-0. Misses, ball 2.
I know there's 2 outs right here, but your job as the number 2 hole hitter, especially with the monsters hitting behind you, find a way to get on base. Maybe a little 2-out lightning on the horizon.
Now the 2-0 home. Bounce to first. Bird gloves it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. A's are gone in order. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Digging in, Torres is back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game.
Number 81.
Here's the first pitch to him. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. A bouncer up the middle. Simeon's there. And there's 1 down now.
Up next for the Yankees, second baseman, Ronald Torres.
Digging in to try it again, Ronald Torreyes. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Looks at a two-seamer right down the middle. Right side. And that will find its way into right field for a one-out single.
Now batting, designated hitter, Brett Gardner.
Striding forward now is the DH, Brett Gardner. He's ready. Here's the first offering. In the dirt here. And a nice job keeping it close. It's ball one. Torreyes stands at first with one out. Runners on the move for second. He swings and misses. Throw down. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down.
We all know this team is struggling right now. They're on a losing streak, so when that's the case, sometimes you need to be a little bit more aggressive and try to put some pressure on your opponents. Stolen bases are a good way of doing that, so we'll see if it pays off on the scoreboard for him right now.
Down the third baseline. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now batting, catcher, Gary Sanchez.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Gary Sanchez. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. He's set. Here it comes. And a sinking fastball that stayed a little high apparently. Ball and 2 strikes now. Throws it on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. 1 left for the Yankees. They lead it 1-0. Leading off the inning, Jed Lowry, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Jed Lowry.
Here comes the first pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball 1.
A lot of pitches away here, which is pretty much what you're forced to do with lefty batters here at Yankee Stadium. It doesn't take much to hook one out of here to right field with that short porch out there.
The 1-2. This is line to left. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Boy, Dero, the game of baseball has changed. There's so much velocity in the game. That was a 96-mile-an-hour fastball that he smoked the other way.
Yeah, you have to keep your front shoulder tucked right there. You have to honor. When a guy's throwing that hard, 96 miles an hour, you have to honor that fastball and try and work it the other way to keep you on the off speed.
Set and the pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. The 0-1 pitch. Pitch is way outside, and that's straight to the backstop. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, the graphic here isn't going to properly show just how far that pitch was from the strike zone. That thing wasn't even close, and I think it made the decision to move up a base pretty easy to make.
Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. Opportunity now to take a look at some of the future players in the Yankee organization as our Road to the Show report spotlights a couple of guys that have been playing well in recent action. Into the box now, Matt Olson, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch of the at-bat. And there's a missile off the bat, but it's fouled. Back up the middle. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit. And the run will score from second as this ball game is tied 1 apiece.
The pitcher got the result he was looking for. Change up down in the zone, gets him to hit it on the ground, but obviously the result wasn't what he wanted.
In now, Marcus Semien. Hit hard toward the right side. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. The relay, and he is in there.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy, as he'll watch a slider that stays inside for ball 1. The 1-0. Misses for the second ball.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
Look out. All over the place now. 3-0. Now a late swing and a miss as he was well behind. 3-1.
This is where if you're the batter, 1 pitch, 1 spot, and you get the barrel of the bat to that baseball as quick as possible with damage on your mind.
The 3-1 pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Judge is under it. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And a relay home. And the tag will be too late as they take the lead now at 2-1.
Always productive to score runs when you can. And that sacrifice fly right there drives home the second run of the inning.
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. And a fastball just a bit high. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Yeah, Matty, not only is this guy using all four quadrants, he's elevating, getting their eye level up with a quality fastball.
The 1-1 is taken for ball 2.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. And that misses, ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
Yeah, the pitching coach would hate to go to the bullpen this early in the game, but sometimes you have no choice. On the flip side, he might just get in his face a little bit out there, try to challenge him, wake him up from his funk. Either way, we'll see how it works.
Up next, the speedy outfielder Dustin Fowler. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. First pitch on its way. Pulled toward right center field. Hicks is under it. And that retires the side. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 left. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. The A's lead this one 2-1. So here's the cleanup hitter, Aaron Judge. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Ball 1. Sliced hard on the ground, and that finds its way through for a base hit. So make it 2 hits for him in this one as he's on base here in the home 4th. And there you see the Yankees leaderboard as he finds himself second in that category. Giancarlo Stanton now 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And the slider stayed low apparently for a ball.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
2-0 to the Yankees left fielder.
Not the ideal spot to be right here. 2-0 count on a real good hitter. Boy, you're going to have to make some really good pitches now.
2-0 count, the pitch. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Judge aboard here at first with nobody out. Over at the knees, and that's the second strike. Hit hard up the middle. Gloved by Lowry. Barehanded for 1. On to first, and it's a double play. The second they've hit into in these first 4 innings. And there are 2 away now.
Really good pitch from the pitcher right there. Down in the zone, hits on top of it, induces the ground ball double play.
Here's Didi Gregorius. As he'll take a look at a sinker here, too low for ball 1. Now the 1-0. Ripped down the line. And this is past him at third. Down the line. It's a fair ball. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
That was some great situational hitting there after surveying the field to see what the defense was giving him. The third baseman was well off the line, and he had no chance to make a play as he sprays it down the left field line for a two-bagger.
The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. No balls and one strike. Fourth inning of a 2-1 ball game. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
You know that nasty changeup's lurking right here. If I'm in the batter's box, I have to tell myself to stay back. I have to take pull side out of the equation, or that changeup's going to beat me.
It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And this will wind up being nothing more than a long foul ball, and it'll hold the count at 0-2. Another 0-2 home. A little bouncer. That winds up foul. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a little tapper. That rolls foul, so a good job to fight it off and stay alive. And strike three called as he says, "You got to be kidding me," with the side retired. Yanks leave one. They still trail it here 2-1. So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. He's in to get things going here in inning number 5. First delivery to him on the way. And a slider on the inside for strike one. Softly hit ball here, foul off to the left side, and it's strike two now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Fastball called, strike three, and there's the first out of the inning.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far. So now it's Mark Canna. In the air to right center and carrying well. Way back there now. And gone. Home run. It's a solo shot for Mark Canna. 4th home run for him on the season. And it's given the A's a 3-1 lead. Wow, there's a case of a ball up in the zone. Not the easiest pitch in the world to get underneath and drive it out of the ballpark. Good piece of hitting right there. Ball up in the zone. He didn't miss it. He destroyed it.
The batter, number 8.
Here's Jed Lowry now.
Jed Lowry.
As he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball one. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. 1-1 the count. Straightened him up there on that fastball. It's 1-2 now.
It's amazing. I tell so many fans, you get in a box one time, the one pitch you're going to swing at more than any other is that elevated fastball. Your eyes light up as an offensive player, and you just cannot get to it.
Oh, and look out as this runs in and gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one.
Yeah, I can hear the crowd murmuring now, wondering if he hit him on purpose. But hey, us pitchers need to be able to throw inside. especially when facing hitters as dangerous as he is. Pretty sure this one just got away from him, and hey, that's part of the game.
Here's Chris Davis now. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. High in the air out to center field. And Hicks will settle under this one for the second out.
Up next for Oakland, first baseman, Matt Olson.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Torreyes is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Fair to say, oh my goodness, these folks are not headed for a career on Broadway. More from the show, Saturday Baseball, following this message and a word from our local stations. Now at the plate, Aaron Hicks. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time.
Something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up, as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Digging in now, Torres. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. Fly ball into straightaway left. Kanal is after it. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Now batting, second baseman, Ronald Torreyes.
Ronald Torreyes the next to bat. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. First offering on its way. Line drive to center field. Fowler is there, and they go down in a hurry here as his side is quickly retired. Yankees retired on just 4 pitches. They still trail it here 3-1. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Marcus Semien. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Here comes the first pitch. And here's one that misses to the leadoff man in the inning. The number 6 hitter in the lineup. It's ball 1. Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
When a guy's featuring big-time velocity like this, you have to be on the fastball. It's your only chance. You'll tip your hat on some nasty off-speed stuff, but you got to be ready for the heater.
Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. The 1-2. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
And he obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his second hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
Here comes the Yankee manager now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And we're going to have a pitching change, as that's going to be off for his starter this afternoon. He'll wind up lasting just 5 innings here. Didn't pitch all that poorly, yet he's gone nonetheless. Jonathan Holder takes over on the mound here with nobody out in the 6th inning.
Number 65, Jonathan Holder.
Jonathan Lucroy will be the first one to greet him here, as he'll be doing so with the runner in scoring position and still nobody out. First delivery to him on the way. Line to the right side. That's in there. Base hit.
Hey, this has the makings of being a pretty big inning, D-roll. Leadoff double, now a base hit, and all of a sudden we're looking at 1st and 3rd.
Yeah, sometimes you wake up, you just get smacked in the mouth right here. He's going to have to start executing pitches. He cannot leave a ball over the heart of the plate right here. He's going to have damage on his hands.
Stepping in now, Stephen Piscotty, as he'll take a look at ball 1. We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game. And he misses again, 2-0.
And some action out in the Yankee bullpen now as a right-hander starts to loosen up.
Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0. Dustin Fowler waits on deck. He's set. Here's the 3-0. Hit on the ground out to short. Gregorius is there. Back to first, so they get the double play, but the run does come in to score.
It certainly looked like they might have had a big inning cooking there with 1st and 3rd and no outs, but the double play kind of kills it. They did get the run in, but the batter doesn't get credit for an RBI.
Standing in now, Dustin Fowler, as he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Here's the pitch. Popped him up. Torres in foul ground. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 2 hits lead to a run here for Oakland. 2, 3, and 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. The A's lead this one 4-1. At the plate, Brett Gardner. He was a ground out victim last time up.
Brett Gardner.
First pitch on its way. He pulls this one into right. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3. So the leadoff man reaches in their half of the 6th.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time, it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs where you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May, and he's on fire.
D-Roll, he's been locked in from day 1 of this season. It's continuing right now. Anything that is around the strike zone, he feels he can get the barrel to it, and he continues to hit line drives.
From the belt, kicks and deals. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. And this is pulled fouled as he was way out in front there.
You can't allow this offense to get going right here. Leadoff man on doesn't kill us. Let's try and roll a double play right here. Let's execute a good pitch down and away. See if we can get a ground ball and rely on your defense a little bit.
1-2 to the Yankees catcher. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. To second for 1. On to first, and they turn the double play.
The right fielder, number 99, Aaron.
Here's big Aaron Judge. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, Matt, that 2-ball really changed the complexion of this inning. It looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big hit with some ducks on the pond, but now they just have to try and get a 2-out rally started.
Well, with the power bat up at the plate, the manager wisely signals his outfielders to back off. Don't want anything over their heads here. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1.
Well, he's done a great job on the hill throughout this game, and it's something to be proud of anytime you can pitch a good game in this ballpark, especially when it's not your home ballpark.
A ball and a strike. And it's a ball and 2 strikes now to Aaron Judge. The 1-2. It's a high drive to left. Back toward the wall, but he's going to run out of room. It's gone! A solo home run there for Aaron Judge. Home run number 9 on the year, and the Yankees are back in business. It's now a 4-2 ball game.
Well, he was on cruise control, just needing one more out to get out of the inning, but he came up with a plan. Base is empty. He didn't have to think about shooting one to the opposite field or shortening the swing to move the runners. He just wound up and let her rip. A solo shot is the result.
Into the box now, Giancarlo Stanton. He'll lay off the slider too low, ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Now the 1-0. Hot shot on the ground is short. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield.
Now batting, the shortstop,
Digging in once again, Didi Gregorius. It was a 2-bagger for him in his last at-bat. Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. Here comes Bob Melvin now out of the Oakland dugout, and it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. So as he departs, he'll remain responsible for the man left to board, but he cannot lose this one. Daniel Kalun takes over here with the runner at first and 2 gone in the inning.
number 35, Daniel Kalun.
First pitch of the at-bat. Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
Well, D-Roll, there's another base hit, making it first and second. They're piling up the hits on the day, but so far not many runs to show for it.
Yeah, definitely a few knocks in the cupboard makes you feel good, and the batting average goes up, but that doesn't help you win ball games. Somebody's got to come up with a nice AB with runners in scoring position.
In now, Greg Bird, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The 1-0 finds the zone, strike one. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball. The 2-1 misses off the plate.
There isn't a hitter alive that doesn't love hitting in fastball counts like 3-1. It's usually a pretty fruitful count in terms of getting a pitch to drive.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Gone! So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. 6th home run on the season for him. As they will take the lead here, it's now a 5-4 ball game.
Three and one with 2 on base is a tough spot for any pitcher. He didn't want to load the bases with a walk, and the hitter knew that more than anybody else. Well, he gave him something he could handle, and the next thing he knew, his opponent was circling the bases.
Now batting, center fielder, Aaron.
Stepping in now, Aaron Hicks, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. No hits to this point. The 1-0 home. Hit in the air down the right field line. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. So 4 runs in the inning, and they come on the strength of the 2 big flies. 7th inning coming up. The Yankees lead it 5-4. Back here in the Bronx, Yankees leading this one as we get ready to start the 7th. But before we do, here's a look at our game summary to this point. Dylan Betances is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. Now at the plate, Matt Chapman. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
The 1-2. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. Sanchez gathers, and he makes the throw to first. Chapman is retired, and there's 1 away.
You know, professional catchers make those plays look easy most of the time, but that was a big play that shouldn't go unnoticed. Had he found a way on, he would have represented a tying run. So that was a nice job there to make sure that strikeout didn't get wasted.
So now it's Mark Canna as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch fouled away. Four runs, 7 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. Missed with a breaking ball. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. Hit hard to the right side, but foul. The 2-2 one more time. High in the air down the right field line. Judge is under it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
The batter, number 8, second baseman, Jed Lowry.
Here's Jed Lowry now. Previous history against Dellin Betances. He's 2 for 3. First delivery to him on the way. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. 4 runs, 7 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. Now the 2-0. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Lowry will take the turn and hit for second. And hold all tickets now as the tying run gets into scoring position with a 2-out double.
Well, his team took the lead, and he's able to notch 2 outs, thinking he's going to shut him down here and preserve the lead. Not so fast. Batter comes up, laces a 2-out double, and is a base hit away from coming home to tie this thing.
Here's Chris Davis now, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. And low, it's a ball and a strike. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. 1-1 pitch is a knuckle curve. He's in the hole now, 1-2. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. 7th inning stretch time now here in the Bronx. It's the Yankees 5 and the Athletics 4. Now at the plate, Torres. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances.
Number 81. Your attention, please.
New pitcher coming on now, the right-hander Yusmeiro Petit.
Yusmeiro Petit.
First pitch on its way. Here's a strike. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. 1-1. Fouled off. The 1-2. And it's fouled away. The next 1-2 pitch. Curveball got him swinging for the first out.
Nice job there taking care of the leadoff hitter via the strikeout. I'll tell you, in a one-run game, especially this late, getting that first guy in the inning is so important. It changes the whole complexion of the inning, so that was a big out.
Ronald Torreyes the next to bat. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. Swing and a line drive. And a knock for him this time. He's 2 for 4 for the game.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Here's Brett Gardner now. He's 2 for 3 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. And a curveball that time that broke too low. And there he goes towards second. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. Torreyes leads off first with 1 away. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that first strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
On a line to shortstop, but the runner is back in time to avoid the double play.
Now batting, catcher, Harry Sanchez.
Into the box, Gary Sanchez. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. Oh, and this is past him down the line. A fair ball. Torreyes rounds the corner and is headed home. Safe at the plate as they extend their lead to 2.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a one-run game where every pitch is so important. You're 1 pitch away from a solo tying the game up. That's not the case now.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. In previous matchups with Yusmeiro Petit, just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot. 0-2. Let's see if he can battle back in this AB.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2.
Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end.
Yankees strike for a run on the RBI double. We'll march on to the 8th. It's 6-4 New York. Tommy Kahnle has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 48, Tommy Kanal.
Now to the plate, Matt Olson is working on a 1-for-3 thus far.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
That's straight smoke at 99, guys. It's almost unfair.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Heading out towards shallow right. Judge is camped under this one. One gone. Eighth inning from Yankee Stadium. Yankees on top in this one at home as you get a look at the line score. Now in the box, Marcus Semien. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. One out, nobody on. Now the 0-2 pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time.
I have no issue wasting a pitch on 0-2 to try to get a guy to go fishing, but it has to be somewhat tempting. You're not going to get anyone to swing at a bat at that pitch.
Hold the string on him. Strike 3 swinging. And the throw to first is there to record the second out.
Good job of getting him to chase the ball in the dirt right there. Hey, also credit the catcher for keeping it close and finishing it off with a good throw to first. That's harder than it looks, but big league catchers make it look easy sometimes.
In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. Score remains steady at 6-4. Stepping into the box, Giancarlo Stanton. He singled his last time up.
Giancarlo Stanton.
Here comes the first pitch. And a ball 1-0.
Well, late in the game like this, calls that don't go your way can really throw you off when you're on the mound, but you just can't let it happen. His composure is getting a little test right here.
The 1-0 home is laid off, but in there for strike 1. Who jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2. Now a swing and a miss, and Stanton is down on strikes for out number 1.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Here's Didi Gregorius. As he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Ready with the 0-1. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. This is pulled into right. But he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out.
First baseman, number 33, Greg Bird.
Stepping into the box, Greg Bird. First delivery to him on the way. Takes a knee-high fastball. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Up around the face.
Hey, I can understand why he wanted to elevate the fastball right there. This batter's eyes have been lit up since he stepped in the box. Let's see if he gets him fishing on something breaking in the dirt right here.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
He executed that 1-2 curveball pretty well. I think that's right where he wanted it to end up, but he couldn't get him to chase at it. We'll see what they go with now after that didn't work out.
Full count, 3-2. He loses him on ball 4.
Man, when you don't get a call on a pitch that good, you have to wonder if maybe it's personal. You can't blame him for being angry, but he's got to find a way to move on and focus on the next batter.
At the plate, Aaron Hicks. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. From the stretch. He pulls this one into right, and that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Don't sleep on the bottom of the order right there. He broke out all ambush tactics. First pitch fastball middle in. He's able to drive that for a nice swing.
Emilio Pagan enters here looking to get the final out before the 9th inning. Standing in now, Torres, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Not looking good after being down 0-2. I think at the very least you got to work this pitcher's count a little bit. Try and get back into a decent count where maybe you can come through.
Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning.
Yanks strand a pair. They're up 6-4. David Robertson comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
David Robertson.
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit.
Looking for base runners here as they're down 2 playing on the road. Not an easy thing to do, trying to score runs or bunch hits together off of a closer.
Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Robertson, originally from the state of Alabama. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
Hey, this guy has been an absolute solid player his entire big league career, and I expect him to have a ton of suitors come this offseason.
And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1. Here's the 1-1 delivery. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Hey, leading off an inning in this situation, 3 balls on you. You have to know that a solo shot's not tying this game up. You have to find a way to get on base any way possible.
He's set, and the 3-1 pitch. And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th.
Looked like he might have gotten squeezed a little bit right there, and you know he's talking to himself in his head about it. That kind of stuff goes both ways, though. Hitters get their fair share of crummy calls going against them, too.
Up next, the speedy outfielder Dustin Fowler. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. A changeup over the inside corner.
Not too often do you see a changeup come across at 88 miles an hour on the gun. Still effective when you're throwing a fastball in the high 90s, though.
Piscotty gets his lead at first, nobody out. And he throws a cutter right by him to take control. 1 and 2. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Boy, he's having a hard time just putting the ball in play right now. He took the hat trick with 3 strikeouts yesterday, and here's another one today. Looks to me like he just needs to simplify his approach and focus on making some contact.
At the plate, Matt Chapman. He went down on strikes last time up. Set, here it comes, and he fouls this one off. The 0-1 on its way, fouled away. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. And he'll just beat the throw to second. He's in there. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch. Striding in once again, Mark Canna. Lifetime numbers versus David Robertson. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. Popped him up. Bird in foul ground. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Some more good work out of the bullpen as he notches his 10th save of the season right there. Nice job.
6-4 the outcome today. New York rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Jonathan Holder claims the win out of the pen, his first. David Robertson records the save, his 10th. So that's it for us this afternoon. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, log on to theshownation.com.
Our final line score this afternoon, first for the victorious Yankees, 6 runs on 14 hits. No errors, left 7 men on base. For the Athletics, 4 runs on 8 hits. No errors, they left 8 men on base.
Home
Hello there, baseball fans, and welcome to a Mother's Day edition of Inside the Show. Starting out west in the American League, the New York Yankees picked up 14 hits in total as they grabbed the win against the visiting Athletics 6-4. The Mariners pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they took down the Tigers in Detroit 5-0. The Twins sent 3 balls into the seats as they pulled off the win against the Angels in Orange County 9-7. The Houston Astros held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they were winners over the visiting Rangers 7-1. The Tampa Bay Rays smacked 15 team hits as they blew out Baltimore 11-2. The Blue Jays had 12 hits as a team as they beat the visiting Red Sox 4-3. It was their 7th straight victory. Mike Moustakas launched a pair of home runs while driving in 4 along the way as the Royals got the victory over the Indians 6-4. The Marlins pounded out 17 hits in this one as they took down the visiting Braves 5-4. The Philadelphia Phillies held their opponent to just 2 hits as they got the best of the visiting Mets 1-0. The Chicago Cubs combined for a 4-hitter as they took down the Chi Sox in front of a home crowd 2-0. The Pittsburgh Pirates pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they defeated the visiting Giants 2-0. The Washington Nationals swatted 4 home runs in this one as they got a road win against Arizona 11-2. Lorenzo Cain was clutch at the plate with 3 RBIs as Milwaukee downed the Rockies 5-3. The Dodgers pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they grabbed the win against the visiting Reds 2-1. The win was their 6th straight as a team. The Padres amassed 14 hits in the game as they got the best of the visiting Redbirds 6-5. So that's the show on this Mother's Day. Have a great day with Mom, and we'll see you back here tomorrow for more news and results from around baseball.